The learning management cycle is a structured process that FAO developed to guide its staff to create effective learning situations. It consists of a series of steps that need to take place irrespective of the budget we have or the duration of the learning initiative we plan to deliver, but I will only mention a few of them. For instance, step 2. This is about targeting participants strategically, and this is a critical step, and it's worthwhile investing some time and effort in it when we plan a learning initiative. In fact, participants in a learning activity have a very important role to play. Not only they need to absorb the new knowledge or the new skills, they also need to multiply it, to transfer it to others, and to use it in order to promote changes in the organization. So clearly, participants need to have an appropriate profile. For instance, in terms of motivation, in terms of the functional position they hold, in terms of the authority level they have. So it's not enough that they are simply appointed from the above because they have a grade or a title. So it's crucial for FAO to set up a proper selection process together with the target organization because they need to be involved as well. So the next steps I wanted to highlight are step 4 and 5, and these are also very important for the longer-term sustainability of a learning initiative. These are about collaborating with country and regional partners in co-designing and co-delivering the initiative. Clearly, FAO can no longer afford to be the ones who deliver learning initiatives to target audience, either directly or through the so-called implementing partners. So clearly we need to partner more strategically with actors such as training institutes or universities in the regions and in the country who can, together with FAO, design and deliver the initiatives, share the ownership, share the responsibilities for the contents and the results, and ultimately increase their expertise and their capacities to be able to adapt and upscale the learning initiative in the longer term. And this is important to have more sustainable results of our efforts, because in this way we no longer rely exclusively on trained individuals who can actually be appointed somewhere else or who can leave, but we rely more on local and national and regional institutions who can integrate the new knowledge, adapt it and institutionalize it in a sustainable way. Now, the last step I wanted to highlight is step 6, which is about providing follow-up support to our trainees. And this ideally happens from 3 to 6 months after the initiative has been completed. Now, this is very important because it helps trainees in what often turns out to be the most challenging task for them, which is translating learning into practice. And this type of support is not provided consistently throughout FAO. And there are challenges sometimes in integrating follow-up in normal project cycle. But this is often because it's not planned from the beginning. In fact, follow-up support can and should be planned at the design stage and should be included as part of the work plan activities. And it doesn't need to be very complex or very expensive. There are very easy forms of follow-up that can be arranged. For instance, arranging a website or a help desk, or arranging for online coaching session or alumni networks. These are all very easy forms of follow-up that actually help a lot because they create a space in which trainees can ask questions, exchange on practical difficulties that they are facing when implementing learning on the ground. And they also are helped, and this contributes to keep the momentum. These are the 4 steps I wanted to highlight. These are part of the learning management cycle, but are particularly relevant if we want to move towards more sustainable learning activities and therefore more effective capacity strengthening in member countries.